It is all about the cloud. Bob and Aaron joining me now for Box. Aaron, I know this is the biggest partnership you've ever done. Bob, I'll start with you, though. How did this all come together? Who called who?
Well, I think we had a shared vision around how we could better serve clients. We found ourselves in many of the same enterprises, small and large, where IBM was really trying to introduce capabilities that help people gain more insight from data. And we were identifying that Box was really helping people on the edge with cloud and more interactivity about how people were sharing data and being more productive in their roles. So Aaron and I's view on this was, hey, we could bring together our advanced analytics. We could bring together more accessibility to global markets using IBM's cloud data centers and strategy. We could make that content more secure using our security intelligence capabilities. And we could really work on transforming work by thinking about new engaging applications that really went from the edge, where people are interacting with content, all the way into the back office, where people are used to using more mature business processes and flows.
Now, Aaron, just a few years ago, you were talking big about taking market share from IBM and other big tech companies. Why partner now? Was there any urgency here?
Well, for us, we've always seen the market as sort of not a zero-sum game, where over time the pie is expanding and there's multiple ways that we can integrate and interoperate with lots of different platforms. So our view, especially today more than ever, is that the future of the enterprise is going to be this mix of best-of-breed technologies, where Box is bringing next-generation content management and collaboration, and IBM is bringing incredibly powerful analytics, security, and insights around content, and as well as workflow. And when you bring those two technologies together, we can actually better deliver value to our customers. So that's the big opportunity that we see is our focus on delivering world-class experiences in healthcare, retail, financial services, governments, which also are the kind of prime markets that IBM has been a world leader in for many decades. So we think this partnership is really actually a blueprint for what you're going to see in the cloud in general going forward, in terms of how companies are going to be bringing their technologies together to deliver value for customers.
Bob, how do you guys make money on this? Is any money changing hands here?
Well, I think we have the opportunity to serve clients in a new and profound way. So I think it's really about new client value creation, serving a richer set of applications that will help make people more productive, give them more insight and context to performing their role. For the relationships, we're clearly opening up some new markets for Box by having them work on top of our cloud storage capabilities. So there's a great opportunity for business there. And clearly, Box is serving spaces and places and companies today that IBM doesn't reach with some of our enterprise capabilities. So there's a great, clear opportunity for us in that space. And we both have a common vision about how collaboration is really going to transform rapidly using more mobile technologies, edge technologies. So collaborating around what we're doing in spaces like IBM Verse and Watson Analytics and putting that into place with the best-of-breed capabilities from Box really makes a nice value proposition for clients.
So, Aaron, if IBM gets Box into a large customer, then what happens? Does any money change hands, and vice versa?
Yeah, some of the terms of the partnership we're not discussing, but the way that actually would work is certainly that in this case would be a great new customer or client for us. But there's a bunch of new solutions that we're going to be jointly developing and integrating into from IBM as well. So I think certainly IBM sees this as a major opportunity to deliver a lot of their new value propositions to customers, as opposed to just thinking about adding Box into the mix as a net new service.
Bob, I wonder, IBM's cloud business, some would say, is playing catch-up to Microsoft and Google and Amazon. You've also partnered with Apple and Twitter to try to change that. How does this deal position you better with regard to that competition?
Well, I think, to comment on the cloud business, at $7.4 billion of trailing 12 months revenue, it growing at 75%. It's hard to look at that as us trailing that space. I think, we have a very strong position as one of our core strategic initiatives. Analytics, the business I'm responsible for, at over $17 billion, grew in the first quarter at over 20%. So again, we're the leader in that space, and a nice attractive growth rate. So where I think this helps, though, is really, our focus is really bringing insights wherever content might be present, and to help people use those insights in the context of how they perform their jobs. That's something Box is doing a very good job of in terms of helping people with that workflow and better productivity. And clearly, we're bringing breakthrough technologies like Watson into this space where more unstructured data is used to be able to extract that insight from data that can be very, very difficult to be able to get insight from. So I think there's very good complements there.
Yeah, and Emily, I would just add that. Oh, I'm sorry.
Why doesn't IBM just buy Box? If your technologies are such a good fit, Aaron, how much did you explore that idea?
We stayed pretty focused on the partnership angle. As you know, Emily, we're very focused on building out an independent company. And for us especially, we saw just tremendous opportunities to partner. I think the point I would add on to Bob's point is IBM has unparalleled reach when it comes to their global scale. So as you think about Box as a startup going after markets in Europe, in Asia, in very regulated industries, that set of capabilities and the platform that IBM has built out, and just the relationships and the scale that they have in those industries is super important for us. So we saw this as an amazing opportunity to partner, and of course we're still focused on executing on our core vision as well.
Now, Larry Ellison, known for talking smack, just made some comments about IBM, saying he doesn't consider IBM serious competition. Aaron, you know, I know you're a guy who once referred to Larry Ellison as Darth Vader, I believe. Others would say Oracle is playing catch-up in the cloud, major catch-up. Is Larry Ellison the right guy to be telling us where the cloud is going?
Man, you're pulling up way too many quotes from my past. I'm fairly reformed now as a public CEO. But what I would say is that, you know, I think there's a bunch of vendors that have built up incredibly established positions in the enterprise, and they're going through an architectural transition. This happens in every industry and every kind of technology environment in the past. And the cloud is disruptive in the economic sense and in the way that you deliver value to customers, but it's not particularly hard to deliver the cloud. So I think that most of the incumbent technology vendors will be able to get the cloud and be able to do that very successfully. And it's actually going to be now the new opportunity, and the new competitive market is going to be, what do you do on top of the data? What do you do on top of the information? What do you do on top of the computing in the cloud? Because you know, commodity infrastructure is not particularly interesting. What's very interesting is, what are you doing with that information to deliver more value to customers? And I think you're going to see different points of view from Microsoft, from IBM, from Oracle, and others. So you know, I think that this is a fairly new market that has yet to really kind of play out.